Good morning, my friends. Okay, listen, I don't want to keep you all day going over what I'm doing on this channel, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to try to give you a down and dirty rundown, and in the meantime, try to inspire you to be a bearer of light today for all people. Take a sip of your cup of joe, and let's do this. Okay. So, Robin, what are you doing? I want to come to you guys each morning and just give you some inspiration to go out that front door with your vibes as high as they can be, and go on out there and drop little pebbles of vibes into other people's energy space and help them raise a vibe. Because here's the thing, people, we all get lost in the darkness, right? And I just came out of the darkness. It was a long year. Very dark, hard year for me. But this isn't about that, okay? I came out of there saying, hey, I survived probably the worst journey of a year's time in my life. And I've had some things happen just as you have. We all have things happening, and we have to keep going. That's what this life is about. It's keep going, all right? So, how did I get through that inner labyrinth of darkness and fire? Just stood in the fire and stood in the fire, you know, and could escape into the corners that were cold, you know. But I had to fumble and find my way through this dark space. And along the way, I had some great teachers and helpers that were dropping high vibe pebbles into my space so I would rise up and find the light within, okay? High vibes helps us find the light within. And every day when we leave our houses, we should be leaving our houses with our lights on. Right there, you get it over your heart and just flip up. Put that light on and go out and spread it, okay? That's what we're here to do. We're here to help each other navigate the darkness of this life because we all find ourselves in it, all right? So every morning I'm going to come to you and try to just drop that pebble, so when you go out, you drop a pebble, and the other guy drops a pebble, and we're all just dropping these pebbles so much that we're creating these ripples and ripples and ripples in the workplace, in the home, in the grocery store, whatever. Ripple, 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 to wave, to wave, to wave, and all of a sudden we've got this tsunami of light just lighting up the darkness that surrounds us in this world. But it's not greater than us. We are great, great beings. You know, we all come from the same source, whatever you call that source. Not getting into that, okay? But sometimes you'll hear me use the word creator. That's what I call my energy, all right? The creator of all things, all right? So, we're going to drop some pebbles. And how do we do that? First way you do that is when you wake up in the morning and you go to make that pit stop in the bathroom, check yourself out in the mirror. You do that anyway, but you do it to see if you have more wrinkles or gray hair or whatever. You know, that's how we're built. Well, let's see what's wrong with us. No, see what's right with you. What is right with you? What is right with you today? Look in that mirror and say, your eyes look, I love the color of your eyes. Oh, I love that smile. Man, I love that cake you baked last night. That was so good. Okay? That's what you're going to do. You're going to raise your own vibe. You're going to turn your light on before you ever see anybody else in the house. And even if you live alone, you got vibes in that house that you need to raise. All right? So, that's the deal. We're going to come together. We're going to have a coffee. I might tell a story or do something that helps you start your day with a higher vibe, so when you go out there, you're the bearer of bright light. Because for every vibe you drop, you're going to get one back. Pay attention to how that person responds. If they respond with a smile or a thank you or I appreciate you, then that's coming back to you like a ping pong ball, and that's being deposited back in you. Keep your fuel tank of vibes high, all right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to create the vibe tribe. And the more people we can get doing this, the less darkness we're going to be stumbling around in, right? We're going to help each other, and we're going to get through this. Okay, a couple of things. In the morning, if you're dragging, pick your favorite song. If it's a dance, get up, dance, blast that stuff. Okay, don't wake someone up and get their low vibes triggered, okay? Put your headphones on. Be careful about how you're invading someone else's space. Even if it's low vibes, gently throw high vibe pebbles into people's ponds that have lower vibes. They have to rise slowly. Too much at once just sends them for a loop, okay? So find your favorite song and play that. I wake up every morning to a song called This Moment That We're In by Kyle Church. And it reminds me to stay in the moment, stay present. Because if I don't, I get overwhelmed by everything else going on, all right? So stay present, all right? The second thing I do is I make sure I let this energy, who I call Creator, know how incredibly grateful I am for one more day on the playground on this earth, on this planet. Because I see it as I'm going to go out there and I have no idea what's going to happen, and I'm going to learn something, and it is going to be fantastic. I put that seed in my mind, and that's how I approach the world. It makes it easier. It makes it exciting. I don't know what's going to happen in my movie today, and I can't wait to see it. The other thing you're going to do, hopefully, this will help you, is make sure that if someone comes across you with a lower vibration, they want to pull you into gossip, they want to dump their stuff on you, cloak yourself in protection, all right? Have the boundary. Be able to walk away. Say, look, I love you. I'm not in the space right now to hear that. Let's make a time, okay? Where you can prepare yourself, or in the end you can say, I'm just not in a place to be able to help you with that. Have your boundaries. Put your cloak on. Protect yourself. You'll know when someone's in the kind of need where you need to stop and sit down. That inner voice will tell you. But do not let them lower your vibration. You higher their vibration, okay? Put the pebble in, all right? These are all things we're going to talk about. How to do it, when to do it, where to do it. But ultimately, at first, you got to walk out your door liking who you are. And if you love yourself, your light is even brighter, all right? And you have to also understand the law of attraction. What you think about will come to you. If you're only thinking negative, thinking how bad, you're making assumptions about people or things or work or all the bad stuff that's going to happen, that's what's going to happen. That's how energy works. That's how energy works. We bring in what comes from here and here. When mind and heart work together, we got it made. If we're thinking positive, we can manifest anything on this planet that we want when these two things are in sync. All right? So, the other thing I'm going to leave you with is just some thoughts about understanding the connection. Your vibes affect the vibes around you. Their vibes affect you. You can protect yourself. The only thing you can control is you, your emotions, all right? And we'll talk about those things as we go. How do we deal with the anger? How do we deal with the resentment, the frustration, all the vibe anchors, just bringing our vibes down. Let's learn how to handle those, all right? But only in 5 or 10 minute videos, man, because I know you got a to-do list, and by now you're already losing focus, all right? Just remember, throw the good vibe pedal, start the ripple, watch the wave, and get ready for the tsunami, all right? I'm going to leave you with this. I got it right in my pocket. So there's this guy, his name is Ryan Henry, and he invented these cards. Well, he created them. Radical abundance cards, all right? So every day I'm going to shuffle these about, and I'm just going to take the bottom card out, and we're going to go with whatever energy comes off that card. And what I want us to work on is whatever comes off this card, that we work on giving and receiving it. Okay? So I have no idea what this is going to say. I'm going to show you first. What's that say? Gratitude. You see that guy? He's so awesome. This artist is amazing. I love him. I love things like this. Gratitude. Okay? Let your Creator know that you're grateful for the things, the blessings, all the things that come into your life that are good for you. Give thanks. Just say, hey, thanks, man. All right? And don't forget to say, I love you today. And I'm going to leave you with one other thing. All right? I'm always going to leave you with a song to think about. My mom passed in 2021. I spent my whole life running past her. I was a very busy person. And she was always dropping pebble vibes into my soul. Robin, rest, relax. You work too hard. Don't, blah, blah, blah. Love yourself. Okay, Mom, I got it. Well, I learned, I read this somewhere, and I wish I knew who said it because I'd give them credit. We're born twice in our lifetime. Once when our mother gives birth to us, and once when she passes. And that is absolutely true. When your mother or father or the person who has been most significant to you in your life passes away, you will crave the pebbles of energy they dropped in your soul, because you will dig deep to understand what they were trying to say. And that's what I've been doing for the last few years. So, I want to share my insights. I want to inspire us to be brighter lights for each other. And I'm going to every day end with the card and a suggestion for a song. And this song I'm going to dedicate to Mom, because these are all the things she taught me that luckily sunk in, but I had no idea that I understood them deeper than I understand them now deeper than I did then. All right, and the song is Find the Light. Find the Light by David Ramirez. Okay, he wrote it. Words are fantastic. Check it out, and I'll see you here tomorrow morning. All right, turn your light on. This is how you do it. Tap, tap, turn your light on. Let's go. Let's do this today.